You know, if you watch the Morning Brew for any length of time, you know that we're always upbeat about our city, and we think there's a lot of positive things about Albuquerque that just don't get covered in the other media in town.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, what we're about to talk about should be the lead story on all the news stations today. Sadly, it won't be, but we're delighted to have this next group of guests with us today because they're all involved in an exciting new downtown project, which, lucky for us, is going to be built right across the street.
Exactly.
All right, I'll
Just a few
introduce
steps.
these gentlemen to you. Eric Garcia is here. He's creative director and Pony Joe Coffee House and Urban Market owner, owns EFG Creative. And I've heard about your business a long time. Eric, it's good to meet you.
Thank you.
You may know this guy, Matt DeGregory, if you've ever eaten at the Range Restaurant or the Standard Diner. He's the man. Matt, good to have you on.
Thanks so much.
And with us here in the chair opposite is Bill Smith, who is a CEO of, Bill, would you pronounce it for me?
Anthea.
Anthea, because I was going to mess it up.
No, that's fine.
This is a combination project of an urban market, cafe, and extended stay apartments that's going to be built right in downtown Albuquerque. Who wants to unveil Eric, do you want to take the lead on this?
Actually, I'll talk a little bit about Pony Joe, but
Sure.
if maybe Bill can talk a little bit about Anthea.
Yeah.
It kind of leads into the story of how
Sure.
it came about, if you don't mind.
Okay. Anthea is a what would be defined as a corporate housing project. In other cities, it's known as a condotel, but it's basically extended stay type accommodations that are full-size apartment buildings, fully furnished with all the dishes and silverware, maid service, and it's for 30-day plus stays. We're really targeting the film industry as well as large employers like UNM, the Air Force Base, Sandia Labs, who have a need for someone to be in town for 30 days and longer. Even like the lawyers, if they have a large trial and coming in from out of town, and do not want to live out of a suitcase in an extended stay hotel. So that's basically what the building concept was, and we have retail on the first floor, of which Pony Joe Public Market will occupy 2/3, and together, Eric's company and my company developed kind of that public or urban market type product, and then Matt DeGregory got involved, and it expanded to a very chic type facility and I'll have them explain what they're going to have in there.
Right.
It's really cool. How big is this project going to be? How many square feet?
It's 30,000 square feet, 3 stories, and we have 23 apartment units on the. I call them apartments, but they're the condotel units.
I love the condotel.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
And we have 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, and they're very nicely sized. And then the retail on the first floor is a total of 8,000 square feet, of which Pony Joe will occupy 5,000.
That's cool. And what would the apartments have in them? Will it just be like a standard apartment, or?
Fully decorated. You have separate bedrooms, living, dining area, full kitchen, and we're going to fully furnish them with. We're going to have a mid-century modern type of decor to go along with the Route 66 kind of theme, kind of bring back that nostalgia a little bit. So yeah, they're going to feel like home to visitors.
Matt, what are you bringing to this?
Well, Eric came to me a while back with this Pony Joe concept, and
Yes.
it was kind of more of a coffee shop. And as things developed, he came back to me because I said, I don't really buy into why a coffee shop even
about 10
makes
years
it.
ago.
Yeah, about 10 years ago. So when he came back to me again and said, well, this has developed into something a little bit more, then it hit me and I realized, yes, this could be a good thing. So we're adding a cafe to it. We're adding a beer and wine bar, possibly a microbrewery might become involved with it. The market term is really kind of a loose
Right.
bit of it. It's more grab and go type thing and convenience type items. We just did a tour of Phoenix last week where we did 11 restaurants in 10 hours in 110 degree temperature.
Oh my gosh.
With a group of my staff, and really saw that it's a viable concept. There's several urban market type places in Phoenix that work quite well. So we're modeling kind of after that, and I think it's going to be a really neat place. We've got a stage for live performances. We've got some comfy couches and chairs to hang out and have a little mini meeting if you need it. So it should be a really cool place.
Now, where did the name Pony Joe come from? You got to tell us.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun story. I sort of took this sort of old Americana approach. I wanted to bring back the Pony Express. And it just sort of evolved to Pony Joe. Once I wanted to sort of work with the name and being a little bit more slang, using Joe as a reference of coffee. So eventually I just came up with the name Pony Joe. Something fun, something memorable.
Yeah.
The decor is going to have a little bit of a urban market influence. Three-dimensional walls. We want to get real creative with the decor. Something just to create an experience for people.
Groundbreaking is today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bill, what's going to happen?
At 10 a.m., we're having the groundbreaking, and once again, it's right across the street. It's at 4th and Granite. And there will be several speakers. Mayor Barry is coming, and he'll speak also. He's been very supportive of this project, by the way. And at 10:30, we'll get the gold shovels out and do some groundbreaking.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I can see you're prepping the ground over there already.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a great location for us, and for obvious
Good.
reasons, it's close to the courthouse. But was there any other reasons behind why you chose this Granite location?
We had several options. We were actually looking at the heights at one time, and we were looking at doing another. We actually are looking at doing another project like this up in Nob Hill. But we selected this site because it is an urban type environment, and it is very walkable from a lot of people that are moving in downtown. So they're going to hopefully frequent Pony Joe and make that a great success. And we've talked to a lot of millennial groups that do live downtown, and they love the idea. So it was the fact that it's so close to downtown and so close to the things that make Albuquerque attractive, like the biopark and that sort of thing.
Absolutely, and I love that it's going to produce. You're estimating that the $6 million project will create an estimated 30 permanent jobs and 150 jobs during the construction phase.
Yes.
That's really remarkable and excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good.
And I'm glad you're downtown.
Yeah. Well, come on
A
over.
lot is going on down here.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Now, Matt, you have the Standard Diner and you have the Range Cafe. Is this going to fit? Is this a third model, or is there going to be the best of both worlds, or what?
We'll certainly have elements from those other two concepts. My goal is always to create new concepts and new
Sure.
ideas for Albuquerque. I love Albuquerque, and I want to continue to grow here. But I get a little bored, so I come up with new things, and I think this one's an exciting challenge. It's catering to a kind of a different age group, I think. So I've had to adjust my thinking a little bit, but I think it's going to be really exciting.
Good stuff. Eric, I like how the creative mind is played into this, because there's a lot of ways you could go with a piece of property like this, and I really like the creative thinking that you've applied to this.
Thank you.
Yeah, it works.
It does, and we wanted to create an image that was going to be very memorable for New Mexicans, and just paying attention to detail on the decor. So we're excited.
Beautiful. All right, so everybody's invited to the groundbreaking today, 10 o'clock, here at 3rd and Granite or 4th and Granite.
Either one.
Works both ways.
Yep.
And the site is ready to go. It's great to have all of you here. Thanks for, and we promise to be a great neighbor.
We do, and great customers.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Well, all the
Congratulations.
folks with
Excellent.
Anthea and the Pony Joe Urban Market and Cafe, breaking ground today in Albuquerque. Good news all around. We'll be back in the Morning Brew right after this.